Hello and welcome to Space Engineers. Decided that the other day that I was going to change things up a little bit, and the reason being because I was sick of losing that ship over there, which I've rebuilt many times, and has changed a little bit over the course of each rebuild, but losing it to pirates and the fact that I don't know if there's a bug in the game or what, but what would happen is that had a lot of thrusters so it would land as it is right now, and more landing gear as well, but it would land as it is now, and what would happen is it would be full of stuff and it would crash. Simple. I would have to point the drills down and hope that I could save some of the ship, and 2 out of the 3 times that happened I saved some of it. The last time I managed to save most of the ship and per cockpit and some gyros on and fly back to this base, unload it and then go and collect what resources was left out there to bring back. Unfortunately, see, I haven't even gone over to here. The multiplayer is fixed, or is better than what we had. No, it's not. Seriously, not fixed or better than what we had. It's exactly the same as what we had. The server can be restarted 100 times and it doesn't make any difference. So yeah, they rushed the server. They rushed this for us. Some people said, oh, it's better than what we've got now, so release it. No, sorry, you shouldn't have listened to them. You should have gone, no, we're still working on it. Those who want to play multiplayer will have to play in the beta branch until everything is as we want it. We're not releasing it. Instead of doing what everybody asks them to do every time people ask for planets, it screwed the game up. It made it better in some ways, but it screwed the game up in many other ways. This game is fun as multiplayer. As single player, it's boring as hell, and I'm sorry, but if you can't get multiplayer to work, then what's the point in the game being a game? They need to get their stuff sorted, get their shit together, basically. Anyway, enough of the moaning and everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to scrap this idea of having every planet being processing and refining. We're going to have that in space and then bring the resources down. So we've got one central area that will process the ores, build the components, then we can ship the components to wherever they need to go. That way we can hopefully reduce the need of refineries everywhere, thus reducing the amount of calculations the server has to do, and reduce the amount of solar power that we need to generate on each of the planets, which also reduces the amount of calculations per tick the server has to do. So anything just to try and get multiplayer to work a lot better, so we ain't crashing into ships when we was nowhere near them, but the server thinks that we was originally, as you just saw when it put me all the way over there somewhere. So first things first, we're going to remove all of this, and we're going to get landing gear, because we're going to make a very basic ship just to get off, really. It's just so that we can, this is going to fly the stuff up into space, and we're going to use it as just a cargo, just to bring stuff up as we need it and build it, because the first thing we need to get up there is a platform, the power, and a gun, a turret, because drones could attack, and we don't want to lose everything that we're building as we're building it. But we're going to take that up a little bit, and then we're going to remove that and get a cockpit. Don't think you'll be in there long enough, but we may as well put one of these on the back. Wrong way. And then cargo box. We may as well take a large. And go with that. So some of them and 30 of them. And in fact, what we could do is go to give us some protection. Oh, okay, fair enough. Okay, actually, next time I should pay attention, shouldn't I, to where the small door is. Really? I thought it was large doors all around with just either side being small like the medium cargo box. Apparently not. It's got 3 large doors and 3 small doors. Okay, fair enough. Just to give us some protection so we don't have to rush to get a turret up straight ASAP, although we will be doing that. We've got some protection while we're doing what we need to do. I guess, why not? Should be okay there. Should be, he says. And so I won't need to access them, but I'm going to need more thrusters to take off with. Not that one, clearly. Really? I thought I had some of them on me. Thank you, server. No, I wanted more than that. The server doesn't know where I am, apparently. And the concept of the game is good. I do like the game. It frustrates the hell out of you when you're building something and all of a sudden you can't take off because you're desynced from the game. You exit the game and then you find out that you're not the one that's desynced. Your ship's desynced with the server, apparently, and you end up having to restart the server to fix the ship because it keeps being pulled back down like a magnet to where it's situated, damaging the ship, and that gets extremely frustrating. I think we will actually do that like so. Maybe one more. But then it ain't gonna look right, is it, up there? And that will hold up? No? Okay, good. Really? Did I not? Oh. Selected the wrong block. Type. My bad. Actually we could. Do that, I guess, so it looks structurally sound. It doesn't bother me personally. If the landing gear breaks off, it breaks off. It won't need landing gear, so it's only just to get down to here, and then a connector somewhere. Maybe off, maybe take a pipe out this way and have a connector over there somewhere, and that won't work, would it, because the way that this is being designed. Never mind. It would have to come out and then up, and this would have to land on top, so that's fine. I won't be showing all of this because, well, you know, it'll get boring very quick. Just a very quick basic ship with no gyros apparently. Where am I going to stick a gyro there? And a reactor. I need reactors on this. I will stick one on either side. I know doesn't make much of a difference, but I will stick one either side just in case a drone does attack and destroys one of the gyros. Really? Always something. Could put a battery on it, I guess. Or two. No, one. Decisions. I definitely need to have access to gain underneath though, so I can't put it underneath. Could put a battery there. Like so. So it's got 2 batteries. And have a... and then have a small reactor there, and one on the opposite side, like so. This is only here. It's okay then. So this will only be a quick one, but what I will get going is some power cells, which are there. Get 100 of those because it's 20, is it, that it needs? Yeah, okay. So, but then we've got extra should we want them. And guess we could do the same here. I won't need them. We'll need them. Thank you. I think it's probably best if we have additional thrusters for taking off. And do the same like we did over there on this side. So we can have 4 on each leg for taking off, and then so once we're in space we wouldn't need so many. I mean, we could even have a remote control a small ship with parachutes on it, so it'll drop in, then 1,000 meters above the base it would deploy its parachutes and slowly descend down to nearby, and then we just have a scout vehicle that goes out, collects the resources, brings it back, and reload, put some more, or just fly it back up at that point, because you're only having the canvas on it, the parachutes on it just in case to protect it. But we could do that. But that's got everything that we need. We'll have it down, and we'll put a spotlight there. Actually, we won't have that. Energy low, of course. One more after that. Well, it's going to look ugly, but not much I can do about that. And this is just adding additional weight at this point. Which, in an idyllic sense, is not what you want to do, but... Actually, and I don't know. I think this might damage. We'll find out if it'll damage the landing gear. It might. If it does, then we might have an interesting moment. That is going to damage the landing gear, so we don't want the landing gear exploding. The fuck? Of course, because so we'll put the additional thrusters like so. Why not? Just make it look a lot fucking more ugly. Oh, yeah. You don't say. Happy now. Alright. So that's the ship theoretically done. I'm going to stop messing with the ship before I do something else to it. Good. And no, I do not wish to turn it off. What I do wish to do though is group all of these thrusters. Hide them in the terminal and then turn the blocks off. Now I need to sort that out up there. So yep, we need lots of that, a little bit of that, lots of that, lots of that, a few more of them, maybe a bit more of that actually. May as well take some more computers. We don't theoretically need a junction box, do we? We could absolutely get away with just dropping a connector onto the pipe. So right, that's all ready to go. So now we can go and charge this ship up once we've added the thruster group. I thought that was being sucked back down, then I was going to say, how? Don't do that. We haven't put one on the bottom of this. we're ahead of ourselves. Never mind. We need a connector. Some of them, that, computers, motors, construction components, and one of them. And apparently we forgot one, the crucial part of all of this, a welder. Wrong way. Could have put a camera on, I guess, but just do what you do in GE. Look at it from multiple directions and eventually you'll get it right. There we go. In fact, turn that off. We don't need that using power. And why are you called battery 3 for? You should be battery 2. Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. You're called battery and you're called battery. But you're part of this station. You've fully recharged in 11 minutes. Good. And we will take a bit of this, say 100 of that. We don't need to worry about that. Actually, we do want one more block on here. We want SM. So we know that that's our connector. Are these done alphabetically then? They are. And switch lock. So in fact what we could do is start collecting stuff, I guess. So let's do that. You and large cargo box. Do it like that. First off, we want some ice. And some of that. In the cockpit, that. $4,000. I think that should be enough just to get us going. We'll take all the metal grids. So we can get some solar power going on up there. And obviously some... Oh, my bad. Take 60, not... You can't take 500 from 113, can you? Have a hard difficulty there. Just in case we decide to do some windows. Is there anything else that we should theoretically take for now? Actually there is, isn't there? Production, we've got 60. We need another 60. And then we've got enough for at least a battery on the station until we get the power, the reactor built, which in fact we could get production on. How much does a large reactor? Is it 1,000 on a station? It would take 2,000. That's a lot. 6.7 and 1.7 say. Gravel. Oh, we've got more than enough. Definitely got enough silver, but I didn't put... Oh, I did. Turn the spotlight off. Using power that we don't need to be using. So, pardon me, the idea is in the next episode we'll fly up into space somewhere just above the planet, above this base rather, and we'll set up a base. We'll build a platform with a cargo box centralized. Off that will become a junction box or a conveyor which will have a turret fastened to it underneath. The cargo box will be our central point, and we'll build from the cargo box, and we'll go from there. And that way we'll have a turret protecting us from underneath, and we can start building the base. But that's going to be a long process because the whole thing would have to be planned out for these and all the bits to go with them, like the modules. Or it'd be a large reactor situated in, and we'd build from the reactor. Probably do it that way. Or we'd go with the cargo box and then the reactor underneath, then surround the reactor with armoured blocks. You could walk into there, but you know, it'd be a room, but it would be protected. Anyway, that's all I'm going to do today. It was just a quick video. I haven't got anything on me, have I? Good. Because I've got to go out and do other things. So, when this goes up, hope you enjoy it. And until next time, see you later. Oh, and one more thing. Check my channel out, check all the links in there. Other members of the Monkey Show, make sure you check those out. They put out good content as well. And one of our key members, Bipolar Prophet, is back, so be sure to check him out. He's doing speedruns on multiple maps, or he's going to be doing speedruns on maps. He's done one series, and will be getting ready to start his second soon. Good series. 1 year in, I think it's on a 6-day season that he's doing it on, maybe a 9, can't remember, but definitely fun, and different style of play for him. So it's a learning curve for him in a sense, because it's something that he's not done. He's always played in a totally different way, more realistic way. So this way is new to him, which makes it more fascinating. And so you should definitely go and watch that. But until next time, see you later. Have fun. Oh, look.